perhaps the biggest changes to YouTube monetization in a decade.
Enough to get your channel monetized with the new watch time hour requirement.
Guys, YouTube की monetization policy पूरी तरीके से बदल.
If you are a small YouTuber, especially if you are still trying to reach your first 1,000 subscribers and your first few thousand watch hours, you need to pay attention to what YouTube has just announced. Because starting February 1st, 2027, the road to YouTube ad revenue is going to become significantly harder for new creators. YouTube has announced that new creators applying for YouTube Partner Program advertising and premium revenue sharing will need either 8,000 qualified public watch hours in the previous 365 days or 20 million qualified shorts views in the previous 90 days. That is a huge change. The old long-form target was 4,000 valid public watch hours. Now we're talking about 8,000. And for shorts, the target for new applicants moves from 10 million views to 20 million qualified shorts views. So the question is YouTube killing the chances of small creators? Is starting a YouTube channel in 2026 still worth it? And most importantly, what should a small creator do right now to survive and actually succeed? Let's talk about it. Before we panic, we need to understand the announcement correctly. YouTube says that beginning February 1st, 2027, W creators applying for YPP ads and premium revenue sharing will need 1,000 subscribers plus 8,000 qualified watch hours in the last 365 days, Oregon. 1,000 subscribers plus 20 million qualified shorts views in the last 90 days. That means the long-form requirement effectively doubles. 4,000 hours becomes 8,000 hours. And the shorts application requirement doubles from 10 million to 20 million qualified views. But there is an extremely important detail. YouTube says this update will not impact creators who are already in YPP. So if you are already a YPP creator, this particular entry threshold increase is not saying that you suddenly need to collect another 4,000 hours just to remain in the program. That distinction is extremely important. The change is primarily about the barrier for W creators trying to enter the advertising and premium revenue sharing side of YPP. And there is another important change concerning shorts. Starting February 1st, 2027, creators need 10 million qualified shorts views over the previous 90 days to be eligible for shorts ads and subscription revenue sharing. If a channel already in YPP falls below that level, YouTube says the channel remains in YPP and can continue earning from long-form content. Shorts revenue sharing resumes when the channel crosses the threshold again. So don't confuse the 20 million application threshold with the 10 million shorts revenue sharing threshold. They are not the same thing. At first glance, you might think YouTube is simply trying to make money harder for creators, but there is another side to this. YouTube says the changes are designed to keep YPP focused on active creators and to reward growth, engagement, and creators who provide genuine value. And let's be honest, the creator economy has changed dramatically. AI has made it possible for someone to generate dozens of videos every day. A person can generate a script, create an AI voice, generate images, put those images into a slideshow, add background music, upload the video, and repeat the process. One person can potentially produce content at a scale that would have required an entire production team a few years ago, and that creates a problem. If YouTube allowed every mass-produced channel to qualify easily for advertising revenue, the platform could become flooded with repetitive, low-value content. YouTube has already been tightening its approach to what it calls inauthentic content. The important point is this: AI is not automatically banned. Using AI does not automatically mean your channel cannot be monetized. The problem is when content is mass-produced, repetitive, templated, or provides little original value. So the future of YouTube is not necessarily anti-AI. It is increasingly becoming anti-low-effort content. And that difference matters. Now let's talk about the advantages. The first potential advantage is that low-effort competition may become more difficult to sustain. Imagine two creators. Creator A uploads 10 nearly identical AI-generated videos every day. Creator B uploads 3 carefully researched videos every week, adds personal commentary, creates better thumbnails, studies the audience, and improves every upload. If YouTube continues moving toward rewarding meaningful and original content, Creator B could benefit. This is especially important for creators building personal brands. Your personality becomes an asset. Your opinions become an asset. Your voice becomes an asset. Your experience becomes an asset. Your ability to explain something better than everyone else becomes an asset. That means small creators should stop thinking, how can I produce more videos than everybody else? And start thinking, how can I make people remember MY videos? That is a completely different strategy. Another advantage is that the new system could force creators to stop chasing vanity metrics. 1 million random views is not necessarily a strong business. What you want is an audience that comes back. Someone who watches one video and then watches another. Someone who subscribes. Someone who comments. Someone who shares your video. Someone who trusts you enough to eventually buy something from you or support you. The stronger your relationship with your audience, the less dependent you become on one viral video. and that is extremely important for small creators. Advantage number 3. Long-form content becomes even more important. Think about the mathematics. If you create a 10-minute video and the average viewer watches 5 minutes, every viewer gives you approximately 5 minutes of watch time. If you get 1,000 viewers, that's roughly 5,000 minutes. That's about 83 hours. So one video with 1,000 views is nowhere near enough. But now imagine building a library of 100 useful videos. If each video consistently brings views over time, the combined watch time becomes powerful. This is why YouTube should be treated like a library, not a lottery ticket. Your old videos can continue working for you. The biggest disadvantage is obvious. For a new creator, the journey to ad monetization becomes longer. Let's say you are a creator with 500 subscribers and 2,000 watch hours. Under the previous system, you could see the finish line getting closer. Now, if you're applying after February 1st, 2027, you need to reach 8,000 qualified hours for the full advertising and premium revenue sharing threshold. That's a significant psychological difference. And psychologically, this matters. A creator can work for months, see little money, and eventually become discouraged. Some will quit. Some will start buying views. Some will buy subscribers. Some will copy other creators. Some will upload low-quality AI content at massive volume. And ironically, those reactions can make the situation even worse. Small creators face the biggest problem. Let's talk about the person who has 200 subscribers. They don't have a team. They don't have expensive cameras. They don't have an editor. They may be recording using a smartphone. They may have limited internet data. They may have a job. They may only have a few hours every evening to create. Now, YouTube says, reach 8,000 hours. That can sound impossible, but here's the important thing. You don't need to think about 8,000 hours as one giant mountain. Break it down. 8,000 hours is 480,000 minutes. If your average viewer watches 5 minutes of your long-form content, you would need approximately 96,000 total views at that average watch duration. If your average viewer watches 8 minutes, you need approximately 60,000 views. If your average viewer watches 10 minutes, you need approximately 48,000 views. These aren't guarantees. They're simply examples showing why watch retention matters. The goal is not just to get more viewers. The goal is to get viewers to stay. The biggest mistake is trying to create content for everyone. A small channel should be specific. Don't create one video about football, then one about politics, then one about AI, then one about cooking, then one about Forex, then one about motivation, then one about music. You may have many interests, but your audience doesn't necessarily have all those interests. When someone subscribes because they love your technology videos and your next 5 uploads are completely unrelated, you create confusion. YouTube also has less information about who should be shown your videos. Instead, build around a clear content promise. For example, on this channel, I help ordinary Africans understand technology, AI, and digital opportunities. Now you have a direction. You can create multiple topics inside that umbrella without completely confusing your audience. Choose one primary niche, not forever, but for long enough to build an audience. Give YouTube a clear understanding of what your channel represents. Number 2, create content around problems people are actively trying to solve. Don't just ask, what can I upload today? Ask, what is somebody searching for today? What problem are they experiencing? What question are they asking? What information would save them time or money? That is where powerful content ideas come from. Number 3, stop obsessing over upload quantity. One excellent video can outperform 10 weak videos. If you can produce 3 strong long-form videos every week, that can be more valuable than uploading 3 mediocre videos every day. The goal is not to look busy. The goal is to create content that people actually want to watch. Before someone watches your video, they have to click it. Your thumbnail gets attention. Your title creates curiosity. Your opening keeps the viewer. If any one of those 3 fails, your video struggles. For example, instead of how YouTube monetization works, you might say, YouTube just doubled the monetization requirement. Here's what small creators must do. The second title creates urgency, but don't use misleading clickbait. Your video has to deliver what the title promises. Otherwise, people click, leave immediately, and your retention suffers. Number 5, fix your first 30 seconds. A lot of creators spend hours editing a video and then waste the first 30 seconds. Don't start with, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, you have already lost some viewers. Start with the problem. Start with the surprising information. Start with the promise. For this particular video, for example, starting February 1st, 2027, YouTube is doubling the watch time requirement for new creators. If you're still trying to reach monetization, what you do between now and February could make a huge difference. Now the viewer knows immediately why they should stay. Shorts are extremely powerful. They can introduce your channel to thousands or millions of people. But don't build your entire strategy around going viral. Use shorts to attract people. Then use long-form videos to deepen the relationship. For example, you could take one 10-minute video and create 5 shorts from it. Short number 1 introduces the problem. Short number 2 gives one surprising fact. Short number 3 gives a quick solution. Short number 4 answers a common question. Short number 5 tells viewers where to find the complete explanation. Now, one research project creates multiple pieces of content. That's efficient. If your target is 8,000 hours, you need to think in systems, create playlists, create series, connect related videos. At the end of one video, tell viewers exactly what they should watch next. For example, if you're trying to monetize your channel, don't stop here. Watch my next video where I show you exactly how to calculate the watch hours you need. That creates a viewing journey. You don't want a viewer to watch one video and disappear. You want video A, video B, video C playlist. That is how watch time compounds. Make evergreen content. News can give you spikes. Evergreen content can give you a library. Evergreen content includes tutorials, explanations, comparisons, guides, and answers to questions people will continue asking months from now. Imagine making a video titled, How to Start a YouTube Channel in Kenya. Someone can search for that tomorrow. They can search next month. They can search next year. That video can continue bringing viewers. Compare that with a video about something that was trending for 6 hours. Once the trend dies, the traffic can disappear. You need both. Trending content for discovery. Evergreen content for stability. This is extremely important in 2026 and going into 2027. If you're using AI, use it as a tool. Don't let AI become the entire creator. AI can help you research ideas. AI can help you organize information. AI can help you write a first draft. AI can help you generate visual concepts. AI can help with editing. AI can help you translate content. But you should add something that makes the content genuinely yours. Your analysis, your commentary, your experience, your examples, your storytelling, your editing, your perspective, your personality. YouTube's policies focus on inauthentic and repetitive content, not on simply banning AI. So don't ask, how do I hide the fact that I used AI? Ask, how do I use AI to make my content better while still providing original value? That is a much safer mindset. Start before February 2027. This is probably the most important advice in this entire video. If you're already building a channel, don't wait until January 2027. You have months. Use them. If you're close to qualifying under the current rules, your goal should be to build aggressively but intelligently before the new thresholds take effect. But don't rush into producing garbage just because you're afraid of the deadline. The fastest way to reach monetization isn't necessarily uploading the most videos. It's finding a repeatable content format that your audience actually watches. Find one. Then improve it. Then repeat it. Remember that YouTube is not the only way to make money from an audience. Even before full advertising revenue, you can potentially build other income streams depending on eligibility. YouTube's announcement says the thresholds for fan funding and shopping products remain unchanged. That means the path to building a business around your audience doesn't begin and end with advertising. You can eventually combine YouTube ads, fan support, shopping, affiliate marketing, brand partnerships, digital products, services, courses, consulting, or your own business. The mistake is thinking monetization equals AdSense. No. Monetization means turning attention and trust into value. Ad revenue is only one part of that equation. So what is the new YouTube environment reward? I believe the creator who wins will not necessarily be the person with the biggest camera. It won't necessarily be the person with the most expensive microphone. And it won't necessarily be the person who uploads 20 times every day. It will be the person who understands the audience. Someone who can identify a problem, package it into an attractive idea, create a compelling title and thumbnail, deliver the answer clearly, keep people watching, and then give them a reason to come back. That's the game. Think about YouTube like this: topic, then packaging, then click, then retention, then satisfaction, then returning viewers, then subscribers, then community, then revenue. If you skip the first steps and focus only on revenue, you're going to struggle. But if you build the audience first, monetization becomes much easier. If you're watching this and you only have 100 subscribers, don't be intimidated. If you have 500 subscribers, don't stop. If you have 1,000 subscribers but you're still struggling with watch time, don't stop. And if you already have a monetized channel, don't become comfortable. The YouTube environment is changing. The creators who adapt will have an advantage. The creators who keep producing the same low-effort content because it worked before may struggle. And the creators who learn how to combine technology with human creativity may have an even bigger opportunity. YouTube is making the gate higher, but that doesn't mean the door is closed. It means you need a better strategy. And if you are starting today, you have something that many future creators won't have: time. You have months before February 1st, 2027. Use those months to build your library, build your audience, improve your storytelling, learn thumbnails, learn titles, study retention, build playlists, experiment with shorts, create evergreen videos, and most importantly, develop a recognizable voice. Because in a world where everyone can generate content, the creator who can make people care about tier content becomes extremely valuable. So don't ask, how do I beat the 8,000 hour requirement? Ask, how do I create a channel that people want to watch for 8,000 hours? That is the mindset shift. And that is how small creators can survive and potentially thrive in the new YouTube era. If this video helped you understand the new YouTube monetization changes, subscribe, because I'll be breaking down exactly how small creators can build the watch time, subscribers, and audience needed to survive these changes. And remember, don't build a channel just to get monetized. Build a channel people don't want to leave. That is the real goal.